Happy WePlenish Wednesday, folks. We had a pretty good crowd last week, so I'm hoping that we have some return viewers and maybe some newbies. And I'll do a quick little intro and recap to fill you guys in if it is your first time joining us, so that you know what goes on here. And then there'll be no surprises and we can all have a good time. So basically we're here. It's going to be a space where we're going to talk about a lot of things. Hi, Lynn. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about life and parenthood and working and all those things that keep you busy on a regular basis. But really the star of every show every week is going to be this beauty right here. This is the WePlenish Java, and it comes in black and white. This is the black one, obviously. And everything we talk is going to kind of tie back to this little magical box right here for good reason, a lot of good reason. So if you missed how everything works, I'm going to just give you a quick little primer. This is a smart container for those of you who haven't seen it before. Hi, Suzette. And by the way, I'm saying hello. I know it maybe sometimes you guys watch some of these lives and nobody interacts, but I am super big on interaction. I like talking to people and not just hearing my own voice. So if you're here and if you're tuning in, you can always chat. And if I see the comments, some of them don't come in real time, but I will always interact with you because I love it. So we're going to keep it super casual, like a real conversation, like you're chatting with your friends, having coffee, which I am having, by the way. I don't know how you guys take your coffee, but I know it's crazy. This is like a mistake. It's 6 o'clock and I'm going to hate myself for doing this, but I need it right now. I like my coffee iced with so much ice that you can barely get a straw in. That's just how I roll. So you guys tell me how you like yours. I'm going to take a sip really quick. Wet my whistle. Suzette, hey girl, hey. One of my favorite phrases, one of my go-tos. That and same girl, same are probably like my most frequent comments on any social media platform ever. Okay, so back to the WePlenish. This is the WePlenish Java. It's the first Amazon Dash enabled automatic coffee replenishment system. I know that's a lot of words and a lot of things that you're trying to piece together to figure out what exactly that means, so I'm going to translate it for you. Basically, this means you will never have to order coffee again. It doesn't mean it's not going to get ordered. It's going to happen, but you physically will not be responsible for it. All you need is Wi-Fi and a dream. That's it. No cords. It doesn't get plugged in. It operates just as you see it, sits next to your coffee system, whatever pod system you have, Nespresso, Keurig, generic, anything. All those bad boys are going to go in here, and then the magical laser beams that are nestled all throughout the system are going to sense when you are out of coffee, and it's going to be hooked up to Amazon Dash, and it will reorder whatever your replenishment requests are. So the only control that you need to worry about is going in and obviously picking the things that you want delivered to your door, but other than that, you have to do nothing. And so I know I'm saying magic, but I'm not like throwing that around loosely. It's truly magical. And I think if you are like me, if you are a parent, if you are not a parent, if you work in an office, if you work from home, you know that life keeps you very, very, very busy. And so we are always looking for that perfect silver bullet, that thing to take something off our plate, take something off our list and do it for us. It's almost like, oh wait, I'm getting some comments. Hold on. Maria, Nespresso. That means that's your Nespresso is your coffee of choice. Okay. I'm into it. Eitan, hot coffee with half and half, no sugar. Okay, I like hot coffee too sometimes, but iced coffee, I just feel like I'm living the dream. So I like to perpetuate that feeling. I know I'm throwing the term magic around, but I don't take that term lightly. I truly mean it. So as a mother, I have 2 children. I work full time from my home. I fold laundry like it is the only thing that I have to do, even though it's not. And I am constantly looking for products or services that can take some of the heavy lifting off my plate so I can focus on other stuff and shift my energy elsewhere. And so this is a perfect example of that. It is such a simple device. It doesn't require any setup other than hooking it up to the app on your phone, to your Amazon account, and making sure everything is connected. And then once you do that, you literally sit back and wait for your coffee to come to your doorstep. So for me, it doesn't get better than that. And I love technology. I think on the spectrum, I fall in between like super tech savvy, and I don't even know what the other end of the spectrum is because I don't think I'm clueless about tech, but I'm right there smack in the middle. I have all the social media platforms. I have some smart things around my house. I have the Nest thermometer. I have the cameras. I have all that stuff. But there are some things I do old school, like I write in a planner because I like to cross things out. I know it's really weird. People with smartwatches probably hate me, but that's just, I need a little bit of balance. It's called balance, you guys. But this right here is really a lifesaver for anybody who is just running around constantly, going nonstop, catering to your kids, your pets, your job, and just really would like a little bit of relief and to take something that seems small, but think about it. Running out of coffee might be the worst thing for most households in the world, because I can tell you, and I am not even joking when I say this, I do not utter a single word to anybody in my house when I wake up in the morning until I make my coffee. I'm cranky, I'm tired, I need that first sip, whether it's psychosomatic or not, I need that first sip to get going. Suzette, yes, outsource the coffee buying job. Yep, it's exactly what you're doing. You're outsourcing the coffee buying, it's showing up at your doorstep, and you are good to go. So if you have one of these and you're here, feel free to sing its praises. We like those things to go down. If you don't have it and you're on the fence, you will not be after hopefully this episode, or if you keep joining us. We're going to be here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock talking about a menagerie of topics. So tonight, because we are so close to Valentine's Day, which some people have a love and hate relationship with, and it's mostly around the fact that nobody knows what to buy. Nobody knows what that perfect gift is for Valentine's Day, right? Because I think that everyone is kind of all over the place. Some people want stuff. They want flowers, they want chocolate, they want all of those things. And some people want their significant others to get creative or be thoughtful. So I decided I was going to do a little good old-fashioned grassroots research. So I turned to my friend Facebook, and I threw a question out there just today, earlier today, asking what people really, really wanted for Valentine's Day. So if you haven't gotten a gift, or even if you have, sit back and take notes, because some of these answers may or may not surprise you. I feel like if you are a mother, they will not surprise you, because most of the people who answered, basically I could have written every single one of those answers myself. But I don't know, I'm here just to give you information to make your life easier, just like the WePlenish Java. So here's the deal. I wrote a bunch of them down because I wanted to pull together some commonalities. Most of the people who answered were parents. There were a couple who were not. So I don't know, those of you joining us, how many of you guys are parents or not, but a lot of this stuff is relatable and universal. Lynn, there is nothing worse than hosting friends and running out of coffee. The worst. Can you imagine, like, you go through all the rigmarole of having people over for brunch or lunch or dinner, and you make a beautiful meal, or you cater in if you don't cook, whatever it is, and then it's that time when things are winding down and you're about to ask everybody if they'd like a cup of coffee, and then you go and there's literally no coffee to be had. That will never happen again with this. Same thing in an office. We talked a little bit last week about what would happen if an office where people basically run on caffeine or decaf, whatever, ran out of coffee. And I think we all agree it would not be a good situation. So this is going to solve all of that. Okay, ready? We're going to get to the answers for what people really, really want for Valentine's Day. All right, a small percentage, mostly women, I had a couple of men answer, but a small percentage wanted the spa day, massage. Some people got specific. They wanted a foot massage in a dark room. Everyone has their Valentine's Day fantasies. So a lot of people who answered massages, they just wanted to be alone and have a massage. That's it. Some of those same people were more about the experience. So while the spa was a tangible gift, they wanted to physically go out and do something like that, or go to a festival, or go look at art in a gallery. They wanted to get out of the house and do something that counted as an experience versus getting a tangible gift. That was a small percentage. A smaller percentage, shockingly, even though Valentine's Day is supposed to be all about love and expressing your feelings and being all mushy, probably the smallest percentage of people who answered this question wanted the traditional Valentine's Day stuff: cards, chocolate, candy, flowers. I'm not saying that I wouldn't appreciate flowers and candy on Valentine's Day. I mean, I will gladly accept that. That's fine. But I think that I probably fall into the next category. Do you guys want to guess what the most popular answer, and don't cheat, if you were one of the people who answered, don't answer. Does anyone want to take a guess what the most popular answer of what people really want for Valentine's Day? And I'll give you the disclaimer that the majority of people who answered were women and mostly mothers. What do you think they wanted for Valentine's Day? I'll wait until I get a couple of answers. I'm curious if you guys know the punchline already. Anyone? Bueller? Maria, smart home devices. Yes. No, that is definitely, I think that's why we're here, is we want people to know that this is a viable option, because this is a fantastic Valentine's Day gift, because it lightens your load a little bit. But a babysitter, that's a good one. That actually was not on the list, but it should be. Lynn, to have a day purely to herself. Okay, so there were two popular answers that were tied. One was exactly that, Lynn. They wanted to be alone, not with their husbands and wives, not with their kids. They just wanted like some peace and quiet to do anything alone, and didn't have to be anything fancy. Someone even said they would sit alone in their bedroom in the dark with no noise for a couple of hours if their husband would take the kids out. But the number one answer that every single person, I think, liked or commented and agreed with was sleep. Every mother wants more sleep or a nap. And I'm not talking about sleep where you're like co-sleeping with a kid who's kicking you in the face and kicking you in the gut every 5 seconds. That doesn't count as sleep. Like sleep with the eye mask and earplugs and nobody around and in a big bed by yourself. That was the number one answer. And do you know why? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. Because we are tired. We are so tired, which is, I'm going to tie it up again for you. Another reason why this is such a fantastic gift, because we're running on empty all the time. And there's so many things that we think about. I mean, how many times have you forgotten to do something, whether it's to sign something that your kid has to bring to school, or to pack your kid's lunch, or little things that you just don't think about, and then you have that pit in your stomach. It's the same thing if you're someone who coffee is like a ritual for you in the morning and it's part of your routine. Your whole routine gets thrown off. It's like if you forget to order contact lenses and then you have to wear your glasses that are really only supposed to be worn in the house when you watch TV because you hate how you look in them outside. That's part of your routine. Coffee is part of so many of our routines, and that is why this is a clutch gift. So if you haven't purchased a gift yet, or if you have and you want to get a little something extra, the good news is this is not expensive. It's $39.99. And if you go onto Amazon, there is a 10% automatic discount right now. So Valentine's Day is far enough where you can still get this bad boy and you can get the discount. I don't know how long it's going to last, so don't wait. But this is a great addition to show a couple of things: that you're paying attention to what's going on in the house, and that you realize that running out of coffee would be an Armageddon for everybody involved. And if you are, I can tell you right now, I can only speak for myself. If my husband came home with this, I wouldn't look at it as, oh, you got me a smart container. I would say, oh my God, you know that I will lose my mind and everybody in this house will suffer if we run out of coffee. And now you're thinking. That's how I would look at it. So it's a smart gift, as smart as the container, and it's functional and it's awesome. Oh, hold on, Lynn. Yeah, Zen plus love plus bliss is sleep. More sleep. I know, you guys, we really, I think as a society, I think every single person from the age of, I don't know, 20 something where you're like partying it up every night, to 40s where you are momming it up every day, we all want sleep, but we can't have it. And so we need coffee. And if we run out of coffee, it will not be a good situation. So this little genius contraption right here will be not only your new best friend, but whoever you get it for Valentine's Day. And you know what? I can be an independent woman. If you don't have a Valentine, buy it for yourself. There's no shame in that game. If you want to buy yourself something for Valentine's Day, you can even act surprised when you open it. It's fine. We won't judge. Then get yourself one of these. Get it now with a 10% discount. You don't need a code right now. If you just go to Amazon, it will automatically apply it and you will be good to go for Valentine's Day. All right, so that's our main topic for this week. You guys who are tuning in are already ahead of the game because you have time before that hits. Next week is going to be a little bit late. And so all of my save it for the last minute people who are joining me, I'm going to have some tips for you as well. But just remember that a lot of things can go wrong. You can really screw up Valentine's Day. You can buy a really bad gift that your person you're buying it for will just not appreciate, even though in your head it sounds really good. But I promise you that whether this is your standalone or whether you're tacking it onto something else, this will not go unrecognized. You will be like the hero. You can even get it for not someone who you're in love with. Get it for a family member if you do that thing. But it is such a good and thoughtful gift to take something off their plate. And for the love of God, we know we all need to take something off our plate every once in a while. And we also know we don't want to run out of coffee. So go check out WePlenish.com. You can see all of this, the info about how it works, get a little bit more detail, but it's so simple, you guys. Like I said, you need Wi-Fi and you need Amazon, and everything else is cake. You hook it up, you're good to go, and you will have coffee at your doorstep. It will know that you're out of it or running low before you have a chance to run out. And there is nothing better than that. We love coffee, right? All right, I don't see any more comments coming in. So I'm going to say to you guys, get this on your list for Valentine's Day. Take care of it, be done. Don't be one of those last minute freaking out going to Victoria's Secret in the mall and stocking up on lingerie that your significant other doesn't want. They want this right here. So go for it, and we'll see all of you guys again next week. And you guys can report back to the class if you purchased it, if you're on here and you got it. And if you're on the fence, we can answer questions about it and get you right off that fence, because I promise you it's a better place to be. So happy WePlenish Wednesday to everybody who joined today. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, and catch us again next week at 6 o'clock. And don't forget to go and order yours today and get 10% off. Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your week.